Taylor Hawkins was just 50 years old.
Well, music presenter and king of the jungle, Dylan Lewis, joins us now. Dylan, there were so many big names we just saw there who paid tribute to Taylor Hawkins. For those that aren't really familiar with who he is or his work, what made him so special?
Taylor Hawkins is going to leave a really big hole in the world. The industry loved him. He was known not only as an amazing musician, a beautiful drummer. He also can sing, and so he'd get out the front of the band now and then and sing. He had other side projects where he was writing. So he was an accomplished musician. But I think what's hitting me hard, and a lot of the people around the world who are fans of the Foo Fighters and who know Taylor, it's his energy. It's that gigantic smile. It's the energy he brought to the gigs and wherever he went. He embodied and epitomised what it was to be rock and roll. It was that freedom when he plays, just going so sick, as Dave does. And then when he's smiling, that joy just spreads to everyone. And I was in tears yesterday when I heard about the news. I think a lot of people are feeling the same way. He's gone too soon. He was one of the good ones, and he will be sorely missed.
Yeah, you say, Dylan, that he'll leave a big hole in the world. He plainly leaves a big hole in you. We think about Dave Grohl right now because they were so close for so many years. Where does this leave the Foo Fighters from here on?
I don't know. All I can do at the moment is grieve like the rest of the world. But the questions are starting to seep into all of our heads now of whether or not Dave and the band will continue as the Foo Fighters. There's been no word on it yet. Everyone's still in a state of shock and processing the information and going through the grief. But because they were so close, because Taylor and Dave were like two naughty brothers, I feel like Dave was always that big brother role to him. So I don't know if the Foo Fighters will be able to continue. I hope they do. I hope there's someone who can step up and fill this massive hole. Hopefully, fingers crossed, they can continue with the music. I know I feel so bad for Dave, but I wish him all the love in the world. He's got so many people behind him sending him love, Dave, and the band and the family and the friends as well, and any one of us who have been touched by Taylor's joyful magnificence.
Dylan, just a few weeks ago, the Foo Fighters played a surprise gig in Geelong, and it's clear they had such a huge Aussie fan base. Why did Australians connect with their music so much?
I think Aussies do love the Foo Fighters, and the Foo Fighters love Aussies as well. They approached Australia when they heard borders were opening, and they said, Australia, can we come and play? And they did a regional gig in Geelong. They got, 30,000 people there. And that was just 3 weeks ago. There was news of their upcoming tour later this year, November, December, which everyone was excited about, and we don't know if that's still going to happen. Anyone who's ever seen the Foo Fighters knows that they know how to rock, they know how to perform, and we appreciate that. And Australia have always loved the Foo Fighters. We've had a long relationship with them as a band, and hopefully we can continue to have a relationship with them into the future.
Dylan Lewis, it's been great catching up, and thank you for talking to us about Taylor this evening.
Thank you so much.
Gosh, it's just so sad. And, you know, my other job is I work in radio, and over the weekend, we've just been inundated with people getting in contact with the station, just, you know, giving their own tributes, and also young people, ironically, discovering the Foo Fighters music for the first time and being like, oh, my goodness, this is incredible. And also just being like, oh, I recognise this song. I didn't even realise it was by them. Like, that's how overwhelming their back catalogue is, you know?
Yeah, and I think, like, everyone knows Dave Grohl because he's obviously the front man of the band, but a front man's sort of only as good as the players that he's got with him, and his talent was, I mean, it was so huge, clearly, that even if you weren't familiar with it prior, you kind of are now in the saddest moment.
Yeah.